ball up to Balti Baltazar for the first down of the ball game.
One hand para dito kay Balti Baltazar, and that gets the crowd all riled up here.
Middle layup is good. Ooh, it's now a 4-point play opportunity for Batangas. That ball up to Balti Baltazar for the first down of the ball game.
One hand para dito kay Balti Baltazar, and that gets the crowd all riled up here.
Middle layup is good. Ooh, it's now a 4-point play opportunity for Batangas. That ball up to Balti Baltazar for the first down of the ball game.
One hand para dito kay Balti Baltazar, and that gets the crowd all riled up here.
Middle layup is good. Ooh, it's now a 4-point play opportunity for Batangas. That ball up to Balti Baltazar for the first down of the ball game.
One hand para dito kay Balti Baltazar, and that gets the crowd all riled up here.
Middle layup is good. Ooh, it's now a 4-point play opportunity for Batangas. That ball up to Balti Baltazar for the first down of the ball game.
One hand para dito kay Balti Baltazar, and that gets the crowd all riled up here.
Middle layup is good. Ooh, it's now a 4-point play opportunity for Batangas. That ball up to Balti Baltazar for the first down of the ball game.
One hand para dito kay Balti Baltazar, and that gets the crowd all riled up here.
Middle layup is good. Ooh, it's now a 4-point play opportunity for Batangas. That ball up to Balti Baltazar for the first down of the ball game.
One hand para dito kay Balti Baltazar, and that gets the crowd all riled up here.
Middle layup is good. Ooh, it's now a 4-point play opportunity for Batangas. That ball up to Balti Baltazar for the first down of the ball game.
One hand para dito kay Balti Baltazar, and that gets the crowd all riled up here.
Middle layup is good. Ooh, it's now a 4-point play opportunity for Batangas. That ball up to Balti Baltazar for the first down of the ball game.
One hand para dito kay Balti Baltazar, and that gets the crowd all riled up here.
Middle layup is good. Ooh, it's now a 4-point play opportunity for Batangas. That ball up to Balti Baltazar for the first down of the ball game.
One hand para dito kay Balti Baltazar, and that gets the crowd all riled up here.
Middle layup is good. Ooh, it's now a 4-point play opportunity for Batangas. That ball up to Balti Baltazar for the first down of the ball game.
One hand para dito kay Balti Baltazar, and that gets the crowd all riled up here.
Middle layup is good. Ooh, it's now a 4-point play opportunity for Batangas. That ball up to Balti Baltazar for the first down of the ball game.
One hand para dito kay Balti Baltazar, and that gets the crowd all riled up here.
Middle layup is good. Ooh, it's now a 4-point play opportunity for Batangas. That ball up to Balti Baltazar for the first down of the ball game.
One hand para dito kay Balti Baltazar, and that gets the crowd all riled up here.
Middle layup is good. Ooh, it's now a 4-point play opportunity for Batangas. That ball up to Balti Baltazar for the first down of the ball game.
One hand para dito kay Balti Baltazar, and that gets the crowd all riled up here.
Middle layup is good. Ooh, it's now a 4-point play opportunity for Batangas. That ball up to Balti Baltazar for the first down of the ball game.
One hand para dito kay Balti Baltazar, and that gets the crowd all riled up here.
Middle layup is good. Ooh, it's now a 4-point play opportunity for Batangas. That ball up to Balti Baltazar for the first down of the ball game.
One hand para dito kay Balti Baltazar, and that gets the crowd all riled up here.
Middle layup is good. Ooh, Pampanga. That ball up to Balti Baltazar for the first jam of the ball game.
One hand para dito kay Baltazar, and that gets the crowd all riled up here.
Pero layup is good. Ooh, it's now a 4-point play opportunity for Batangas. That ball up to Balti Baltazar for the first jam of the ball game.
One hand para dito kay Baltazar, and that gets the crowd all riled up here.
Pero layup is good. Ooh, it's now a 4-point play opportunity for Batangas. That ball up to Balti Baltazar for the first jam of the ball game.
One hand para dito kay Baltazar, and that gets the crowd all riled up here.
Pero layup is good. Ooh, it's now a 4-point play opportunity for Batangas. That ball up to Balti Baltazar for the first jam of the ball game.
One hand para dito kay Baltazar, and that gets the crowd all riled up here.
Pero layup is good. Ooh, it's now a 4-point play opportunity for Batangas. That ball up to Balti Baltazar for the first jam of the ball game.
One hand para dito kay Baltazar, and that gets the crowd all riled up here.
Pero layup is good. Ooh, it's now a 4-point play opportunity for Batangas. That ball up to Balti Baltazar for the first jam of the ball game.
One hand para dito kay Baltazar, and that gets the crowd all riled up here.
Pero layup is good. Ooh, it's now a 4-point play opportunity for Batangas. That ball up to Balti Baltazar for the first jam of the ball game.
One hand para dito kay Baltazar, and that gets the crowd all riled up here.
Pero layup is good. Ooh, it's now a 4-point play opportunity for Batangas. That ball up to Balti Baltazar for the first jam of the ball game.
One hand para dito kay Baltazar, and that gets the crowd all riled up here.
Pero layup is good. Ooh, it's now a 4-point play opportunity for Batangas. That ball up to Balti Baltazar for the first jam of the ball game.
One hand para dito kay Baltazar, and that gets the crowd all riled up here.
Pero layup is good. Ooh, it's now a 4-point play opportunity for Batangas. That ball up to Balti Baltazar for the first jam of the ball game.
One hand para dito kay Baltazar, and that gets the crowd all riled up here.
Pero layup is good. Ooh, it's now a 4-point play opportunity for Batangas. That ball up to Balti Baltazar for the first jam of the ball game.
One hand para dito kay Baltazar, and that gets the crowd all riled up here.
Pero layup is good. Ooh, it's now a 4-point play opportunity for Batangas. That ball up to Balti Baltazar for the first jam of the ball game.
One hand para dito kay Baltazar, and that gets the crowd all riled up here.
Pero layup is good. Ooh, it's now a 4-point play opportunity for Batangas. That ball up to Balti Baltazar for the first jam of the ball game.
One hand para dito kay Baltazar, and that gets the crowd all riled up here.
Pero layup is good. Ooh, it's now a 4-point play opportunity for Batangas. That ball up to Balti Baltazar for the first jam of the ball game.
One hand para dito kay Baltazar, and that gets the crowd all riled up here.
Pero layup is good. Ooh, is good. Ooh, it's now a 4-point play opportunity for Batangas. That ball up to Balti Baltazar for the first jam of the ball game.
One hand para dito kay Baltazar, and that gets the crowd all riled up here.
Patuloy pa rin po ang aksyon dito sa 2024 Mpbl Preseason Invitational. We are live from the Lagao Gym in General Santos City, where they are celebrating Kalilangan Festival here in the tuna capital of the Philippines. And this is day 3 of our 2024 Mpbl preseason invitational. Jeff Viernes, who had 9 points in his debut as a Pampanga Giant Lantern, will be looking to improve that performance here today against the Valenzuela Classic, who will be parading their 1-0 record against the defending champions. Daryl Manliguez was the top scorer para sa kanila with 14 points on 6 out of 9 shooting plus 3 rebounds and 4 assists. Which guard will be able to lead their team to a 2-0 record here this afternoon? Once again, it is Pampanga versus Valenzuela at 4 o'clock p.m. That's going to be our first game. Later on at 6 o'clock, it's going to be the South Cotabato Warriors looking to sweep the group stage against the Manila Stars. And at 8 o'clock p.m., it's going to be the Quezon City Toda Action Party List against the Gensan Bulalakaw. Mayong hapon, good afternoon sa inyong lahat. Javi Palanyo here, joined by Coach Louie Gonzalez. Coach, this is going to be a battle of 2 teams with 1-0 records, but Valenzuela will definitely have their first acid test today against the Pampanga Giant Lanterns.
Oo, alam mo yung both retooled and we witnessed in their first game yung mga additional players nila talaga nagpakilala agad, Javi.
Let's bring in the third member of our broadcast panel, Miss Andrea Endicia. Andrea, anong meron mo tungkol sa Pampanga?
Good afternoon, gentlemen. At sa ating mga kaligat, kagaya nga ng weather natin dito sa Jensen, painit na ng painit ang ating mga labanan, ang ating mga teams constantly improving. At yan nga daw ang #1 observation ng ating defending champs after winning that tight ball game against QC. You really have to be prepared dahil dito raw sa MPBL, you never know what's gonna happen. Expect the unexpected, sabi nga. Right, gentlemen?
That's right. Malalaman natin ang kanilang performance in their last game. Pero sa ngayon, tingnan muna natin ang ating team standings to take a look at where our teams are situated dito sa ating group stages.
Oo, and day 3 nung ating preseason in Group A, itong South Cotabato, okay, 2-0, Batangas and Bataan, both tied at 1 piece, 1 win and 1 loss. Tapos yung Manila, 0-2 naman. And in Group B, Pampanga, and Valenzuela na game at hand natin right now will be both are 1-0, Quezon City 0-1 and Gensan Bulalakaw at 0-1.
At tandaan natin, only 2 teams will be moving over to our crossover semifinals. So importante talaga ang lahat ng laro, especially this game that we will be having in our first match, Pampanga versus Valenzuela. Let's talk about the last game of the Giant Lanterns, wherein they went up against the Quezon City Toda Action Party List. 73-68 ang naging score doon, panalo sila, but it was a very competitive match that witnessed 7 ties and 10 lead changes. Pampanga never led by more than 7 points in that game. Nakita natin ang mga bagong additions ng Giant Lanterns, Jmo Egilos, Jeff Viernes, all of them having great performances, but Balti Baltazar once again putting in monster numbers on the boards to be able to help his team grab that victory.
Oo, alam mo yun, meron konting issues in terms of chemistry. Kaya itong yung Pampanga was forced to give out 21 turnovers, pero may kita pa rin naman natin yung strength. They are plus 21 in terms of rebounding. Tapos nun, they're plus 20 in terms of inside points.
You mentioned the chemistry issues, 21 turnovers, something that we don't really see a lot from a very strong team like Pampanga, especially them being the defending champions. Pero masusubukan nga ulit today ang kanilang chemistry as they face off against Valenzuela. Talking about the Classic, let's talk about their last match that they had against the Gensan Bulalakaw, and they really dominated that game against Senator Manny Pacquiao and his squad. It was a disappointing season for them last year, but a very impressive start to their preseason campaign in their first match. They led 29-21 after the first quarter, then blew the game wide open in that second period, outscoring Bulalakaw 29-3 in that period.
The biggest difference with this Valenzuela team right now is the energy. Forcing itong Gensan Bulalakaw into 14 turnovers, tapos na-convert nila into 27 turnover points. Pero ang glaring sa akin dito is the depth. Look at the bench points. They are plus 38 in terms of bench points.
A big reason why they were leading in terms of bench points is their star player, Daryl Manliguez, came off the bench to score 14 markers para sa kanilang koponan. Let's get the show on the road. This is game 1 of day 3. Let's turn you over to Miguel Pere.
Maayong hapon mga kaliga and welcome to Lagao Gym in General Santos City. Today's first game features Pampanga and Valenzuela. This is the 2024 Manny Pacquiao's Mpbl Preseason Invitational. Time to meet our starters. First, for the Mpbl defending champions, the Pampanga Giant Lanterns, AMG 3 Construction. One guard, number 11, MJ Garcia. Two guard, number 74, Jeff Viernes. Small forward, number 4, Kevin Santos. Power forward, number 2, Renz Alcoriza. And starting at center, number 19, Justin Baltasar. Head coach for the Pampanga Giant Lanterns is Pampanga Honorable Governor Dennis Delta Pineda, assisted by Pedic Dimatulak. Now, the starting 5 for Valenzuela Classic. Starting at center, number 88, JP Martinez. Small forward, number 24, Dennis Santos. Power forward, number 82, Jeric Jego. Two guard, number 31, Nem De La Cruz. And at one guard, number 3, Darrell Manliguez. The Valenzuela Classic is led by the team owner known as the Coach Grossman. Valenzuela City 2nd District Honorable Congressman Eric Martinez, assisted by John Velasquez. Team owner is Voltaire Ora. Referees for this ball game are Crew Chief Jojo Belnas, Jay Castroverde, and Benedict Olyodo. This game is
Our starters for this game, MJ Garcia and Jeff Viernes in the backcourt, Justin Baltasar, the reigning MVP, together with Kevin Santos and Renz Alcoriza para sa Pampanga Giant Lanterns. On the other side, the Valenzuela Classic will be beginning this game with Darrell Manliguez, Nem De La Cruz, JP Martinez, Dennis Santos, and Jeric Jego.
Oo, and this is exciting kasi Javi, and this is the first time na makikita ko itong Valenzuela Classics team na ganitong kahaba yung kanilang starters. Okay, this is a tall lineup for the Classics.
Darrell Manliguez will be starting this game after coming off the bench in their first game against the Gensan Bulalakaw, our guest team here in the tournament. The tip goes to Pampanga. I was talking to Jeff Viernes about how it feels to be in a team that is this loaded, because the last time he was in a squad that had talent compared to what he has right now with Pampanga is when he was still with Batangas in the inaugural season.
Oo, and that year, they won the championship.
Exactly. Sabi niya, you know, it feels new, but it's a new challenge for him, and it's a new role para sa kanya, something that he's really not used to doing. That's being more of a stabilizer, a guy with veteran presence, and a guy that will still score the basketball despite these. Jeric Jego able to get 2 points on the board.
And I think with this experience overall, especially having that the short coaching stint abroad, okay, that will help etong si Jeff Viernes adapt easily.
Many people don't know that Jeff Viernes was actually the head coach and the program director of that Malaysian basketball team, both the 5-on-5 and the 3x3 programs.
Oo. And we just started, pero multiple possessions na for both teams ang nangyayari. So nakikita mo talaga yung sa akin, especially with the Valenzuela Classics, na kaya nilang lumaban sa rebounding battle.
Martinez right on cue, getting the rebound right there and putting Valenzuela up by 2, 4-2. Garcia, he really has that leg. Kevin Santos with authority, 2 hands for safety. Oh my goodness, Mr. Santos. I think he's trying to prove a point here to you, Coach Louie.
Oo naman. Again, playing off the ball, getting those, yung mga putbacks na yan, offensive rebounds, tapos dunk putbacks. Medyo magaling na si Kevin Santos there. Pero right now, ang binibigyan pa ni ng pagkakataon siya ni Balti na maka-operate naman, receiving it.
Meanwhile, the newest addition of the Pampanga Giant Lanterns, Renz Alcoriza, announcing his entry into this squad with a 3-pointer to give Pampanga a 1-point lead. Alcoriza, this is his first game of the preseason Invitational and the first game as a Pampanga Giant Lantern. And because of that, Carlo Ferreras will be sitting out this game para sa kanilang kumpunan. Both teams off to a great start here offensively. That's Nem De La Cruz dialing it down from the outside. The lead is back with a classic 9-7.
Oo. Again, sa akin, if it's gonna be this quality all throughout, napakaganda nito. Especially with the Valenzuela team.
And the competition that we're seeing from teams like Valenzuela, who last year was really horrible in terms of their performance, right now, the things that teams like Nueva Ecija, Pampanga, and also other squads like Bacoor did is just to really raise the bar in terms of competition dito sa ating liga.
Oo, totoo yan. And ang maganda kasi dito sa mga holdovers ng mga players ng Valenzuela, yung pagiging yung competitive spirit nila na na-build nila last season at natutunan nila, bit-bit nila ngayon. Kitang-kita ngayon pang preseason pa lang.
And they already had that. In fact, they lost a lot of close games. As we take a look at this move of the game that's brought to you by Buenas. Kevin Santos slamming that baby home off the miss by MJ Garcia. Balti had that shot rim out. Santos was blocked by the long arms of the Valenzuela defense. Here's Dennis Santos, who has made his way back to the 5-on-5 game. That guy, Nem de la Cruz, a product of the MAPS Phenomenal Basketball Program. He's looking to catch up with the bigger names that already are famous in Philippine basketball, namely Kit Jimenez and Poy Poy Actu.
Oo. And you know another thing here, you're gonna be happy how this Valenzuela team is defending the interior against this Pampanga Giant Lanterns.
We were actually talking about how they are still lacking an enforcer, one guy who could really be that wide body in the middle, aside of course from Jeric Jego. But so far, against a tall, athletic team like Pampanga, they're really holding their own, having the lead here 12-7.
Oo, and the luxury of having a guy like Dennis Santos that can play, okay, a 6'6", 6'7" guy that can play the guard spot. Ano mo yun, yung impact niya dun sa team na talagang right away medyo mas mahaba na agad kayo eh.
And there's really something about the development of players who took a while to play in the 3x3 circuit and then they move on back over to 5-on-5. Talagang nagbo-blossom yung skill level pa nila in terms of individual skills.
Oo, totoo yan.
Let's turn you over to Miss Andre Endicia for a report.
Not a new face to us, but in a new team. Defending champs pa nga to be exact. Alam niyo ba that Jeff Viernes actually received a call from Pampanga simula pa lang ng final series last season? He was already invited to watch the games, and right after Pampanga took that championship title, nagkaroon na agad sila ng agreement to take him in. For him to be acquired by a champion team para kay Jeff, malaking challenge daw ito. Siyempre, ayaw naman daw niya na kung kailan siya pumasok, hindi daw nila makukuha ang championship title. As much as possible, he wants to sustain or even better, elevate that level of the Giant Lanterns. Lalo na daw ngayon that he's been given a new role by Coach Golf. Javier, Coach Louie?
Thank you, Andrea. Exactly. That was right. I did see him in Pampanga watching one of the finals games. And I was wondering, anong ginagawa mo dito, Jeff? So, yun na pala yung dahilan.
Papunta na pala
agad.
And you know what's nakikita natin? Yes, he did get graduate yung sa unang laro nila with 5 fouls. Pero Javi, nakikita ko kay Jeff ngayon yung defensive tenacity niya na siguro alam niyang hindi niya na kailangan masyado mag-reserve to score points. So makikita mo na yung depensa niya ngayon, grabe po pressure right from the backcourt.
And I think that's one thing that's underrated with him. He just wasn't able to show it a lot, especially last year with Sarangani. Because sabi mo nga, tama ka dun, Coach, he needed to pace himself because he was playing almost the entire game.
Oo, hindi ka talaga yung, imagine, he did score 50 points. And siya yung highest scorer natin last season. Tapos didepensa ka pa ng madiin. Masyado ka ng espesyal kung magagawa mo na madali yun.
Even the greatest players have a very difficult time of distributing their energies on both ends of the floor, especially when you're a guy with the scoring capability and the caliber of a Jeff Viernes. Meanwhile, Jeric Jego hitting from 20 feet right there. That's one thing that he's been able to prove, the ability to hit the perimeter shot.
Oo, and again, like you mentioned, good start for this Valenzuela team, shooting at 54% versus this Giant Lanterns.
Jmo Egilos looking to pick up from where he left off. He was the top scorer for the Lanterns in that debut game of the preseason Invitational. He had 13. A former member of the Bacoor City Strikers. And Jeff Viernes, his former teammate with Batangas when they won that championship in our first season.
Oo. Again, what about Dennis Santos?
He's starting to heat up here. 2 buckets here in the first quarter para kay Dennis Santos. There's a foul against Bolivar. That's going to be the first. But Valenzuela is already in the penalty with still 4 minutes and 17 seconds remaining here in the opening canto. Encho Serrano will be taking the free throws here for Pampanga. Serrano had 11 points in that game against Quezon City, but we saw a lot of missed open layups galing dito kay Encho. Very uncharacteristic of him.
Oo.
This free throw is brought to you by Extreme Appliances, ang subok at kompletong appliance brand ng Pilipinas. And one thing that he also needs to improve on, one of the few chinks in his armor, is his free throw shooting also.
Oh, minsan kasi may tendency si Enzo to na ma-excite ng gusto eh. And we know naman as coaches and you witnessed, you know that as well na yung free throw is all about focus and concentration eh.
Santos missing on that three-point try, but the offensive rebound collected by Brian Bolivar. Just could not hit on the push shot. Raymond Binuya, who has been with this franchise ever since the start. They get it down low to J-Mo Egilos. How important is J-Mo Egilos here para sa Pampanga? It really puts a lot of pressure off the shoulders of Balti Baltazar.
Oo, and we saw that kind of pass again given by Encho Serrano. Siguro sa akin, if kung mai-improve at mai-improve yung ability niya to pass it to the post, mas matutuwa pang makasama siya ni Balti tsaka ni J-Mo. Tsaka yung versatility niya patataas.
Serrano turns the ball over. Valenzuela's up by just 1 here. Oh, look at Dennis Santos, the ball fake and the finish. Oh, what about that? A 6'6", 6'7" guy who can handle the basketball and put on dazzling moves like that with a rock. Oh my goodness.
Oo, and again, pinag-usapan natin siya kanina. Ito siguro yung sinabi mo na, Javi, na ito yung pinakamalaking improvement ni Dennis Santos kay Free. Yung transition niya sa 3-on-3, pabalik ulit yung sa 5-on-5.
The last time he was in the Mpbl was when he was still playing for the Bulacan Cuyas. But look at what he brings to the table here. A lot more years in his bag, but definitely the experience very beneficial for the team he's playing on right now, the Valenzuela Classic. They now have a designated leader other than Daryl Manligues.
And alam mo yun, yung type na player ni Dennis Santos, a model by example. Alam mo yun, he's so quiet, he's just there. Pero mararamdaman mo kung ano yung ginagawa niya.
Valenzuela trying to keep this lead. Manligues against Raymond Binuya. Thought he tried to bank it off the glass. Unfortunately, the angle was a little bit too difficult. Miggy Corteza has come on here for the Giant Lanterns. Airballs that 3. 2 minutes and 22 the time remaining in the first quarter.
Good pass.
Velasco, the kick out to Mohammed. Mohammed could not hit. The tap goes to Pampanga. 3-on-3. Corteza, the stretch, no score.
Yeah, siguro ito na yung magiging challenge right now with the Classics na once na mag-start ng mag-rotate ng tao, itong si Coach John Velasquez.
There's a foul called here against Pampanga. One of Valenzuela's assistant coaches is livid on the sideline, complaining about excessive contact dito sa Pampanga. And you just saw on your screens, Coach Pedic Di Matulak and team consultant Alan Trinidad. There will be warnings meted out. Ronan Santos will come into the game para kay Justin Baltazar. (20-19) lamang pa rin dito ng isa. Under 2 minutes to play now here in the first quarter. This is the first game of day 3 of the 2024 Mpbl preseason invitational. A shot from the outside by Bolivar is missed. Valenzuela with another offensive rebound. They've been getting a lot of second chance opportunities here in the first quarter, Coach Louie.
Again, yung energy and effort talaga na makikita mo sa kanila. And more importantly, sa ganitong, if you are a rebuilding team up against the defending champions, siguro ito yung muna yung maging goal mo. If you wanted to beat them, kailangan muna magsimula ka muna ng winning quarters versus the defending champs.
Santos, fall away jumper. That's a tough look. Serrano, may tanga ng bola dito. Uses the Yeguilo screen behind the back to Jamo. There's a foul. Bolivar trying to contain Ronan Santos on that baseline. This will not be good for them because it's going to mean 2 free throws for Ronan Santos.
Automatic yan eh.
Referee Jojo Belnas now approaching the scorer's table for the official announcement. That's number 2 on Bolivar. Santos will be given out a warning for second motion. Ronan Santos played in 33 of the possible 36 games para sa Pampanga last year. Only averaged 6 minutes per contest and 1.6 points per game. Pampanga now is in the lead, 21-20. May bagong pasok dito ang Valenzuela. Santos will come out. Gian Rivera will check in for the first time. Little full court trap here for Pampanga to try and stymie the offense of Valenzuela.
And this is what I like with Binuya. Talagang every time na ini-insert siya ng coaching staff ng Pampanga, yung energy, especially on the defensive end, hindi nawawala.
Miranda pumasok na rin dito for the classic. Binuya pushing the basketball. Stolen by Velasco but loses it as well. It will stay with Pampanga with 17 on their shot clock. Coach Pedic Di Matulak will want to talk things over here. Try to map out the play for the remaining seconds on their 24. 53.6 ang nalalabi sa ating first quarter. Let's talk about Jamo Aguilos in his debut as a Pampanga Giant Lantern. Remember, this was a guy that played in the team of the Bacoor City Strikers, the team that Pampanga faced in the national championship. Today, he has 6 points and 2 rebounds. Last game, top scored with 13 markers. So what a way for him to really announce his entry here into the squad.
And in addition to that, having off the bench pa itong si Jamo Aguilos. And then this is what I'm talking about. Though itong Valenzuela started really well, pero 10-0 ang ating numero in terms of bench points. So kailangan ito yung game nila last time. Okay, they were able to use that depth. Pero right now, okay, we just started our second quarter. Wala pang nakaka-contribute coming off the bench.
Remember, Valenzuela had 59 bench points against Jensen Bulalakaw. It's now actually 12-0 in that department with that basket by Miggy Corteza. Let's take a look at that again. The pass coming from Raymond Binuya, the screen by Ronan Santos, and the push shot by Miggy Corteza. Ball is with Valenzuela now. The lob, Bolivar able to finish.
Yeah, good setup there. Alam mo, ang naging point of attack nila, yung defense na ni Binuya na that left itong si Bolivar na open for that lob pass.
Santos puts the ball on the deck, loses his defender, gets his own miss. Second serving is good para sa kanya.
Height is might for Ronan
4
Santos.
seconds to go. Velasco will take the 3. That looks good. And it will drop para kay Carlo Velasco.
And again, itong Valenzuela Classic responded after that timeout, after na pinakita natin na wala pa nako-contribute yung kanilang bench, and after that it's a 5-0.
It will definitely count para kay Carlo Velasco as he ties the game at 25 apiece to end the first quarter. Both teams really starting out hot in that opening frame. Let's take a look at that shot again. Serrano with a challenge. It really looked good from our vantage point. We're really expecting it to go inside, and it did para sa kanya. Crucial three-pointer to end the first 25 all. Second quarter sa aming pagbabalik. Mapapanood nyo ang Liga ng Bawat Pilipino on MPTV Channel 98 on Signal, as well as on our Facebook and YouTube channels. This is the 2024 Mpbl Preseason Invitational here at the Lagao Gym in General Santos City. Happy Kalilangan Festival sa inyong lahat. This is Avi Palanya, joined by Coach Louie Gonzalez and Miss Andrea Endicia. We're tied at 25 apiece here entering the second frame. First quarter field goal story, 11 out of 24 for Valenzuela and 9 out of 21 for the Giant Lanterns. Kurt Rayson has come on here for the first time for Coach Pedic Di Matulak, missing that open look from the outside.
And you know, yung +3 possessions ng Valenzuela Classic, all of those are forced turnovers. And itong Valenzuela, Javi, hindi pa ito nagte-turnover sa larong ito.
This is the first. Gian Rivera stepping on that sideline. New faces on the floor for both squads. Martin has checked into the game for the Classic, while Art Roque is also in the match. Para naman sa Pampanga, Balti Baltasar nagbabalik dito, getting the second serving on his first shot. 27 to 25. Giant Lanterns back in the driver's seat. Martinez, the handoff to Cesar Miranda. Miranda, the spin to his strong side, could not get the bounce. Garcia looks ahead. Rayson is there. He fumbles the basketball. Santos on the secondary.
That's a walk.
Fourth turnover of the game for Pampanga. Dennis Santos has come back here for the Valenzuela Classic. Santos has 6 points to lead his squad, together with Nem de la Cruz, who has 2 3-pointers to his name. Santos will be matched up against former Perpetual Help Altas Art Roque. Mohammed from the outside, that rattles in. Valenzuela is back in the lead, 28 to 27.
Again, ang ganda ng pasensya nila in running their offense. That ayun yung nagbibigay sa kanila ng control sa larong ito.
I'm sure Coach Eric Martinez, wherever he's watching right now, is very proud of the way his boys are playing, giving a stiff challenge here to the Pampanga Giant Lanterns. But Baltazar, he wants to break this game wide open right here, right now.
Oo, and talk about patience. Nakita ni ba? Kasi imagine, after Balti holding that basketball at the post, you see the four guys looking at him. Tumalikod lang saglit eh. Tapos nun, ganyan pa yung naging finish niya. Naging napakadali pa.
A sidestep beauty for the very versatile big man out of Pampanga. Former De La Salle Green Archer. One-time Gilas Pilipinas player. A former B-League Asian Quota import. 30-28, lamang ng dalawa dito ang Pampanga. Daryl Manliguez initiating the offense here for Valenzuela. Mohammed will attack the defense of Baltazar. Almost walked Martinez from 15. That's no good. Balti will push it up. Nope, he's gonna wait for a teammate. It's with MJ Garcia. Roque. Floater, no good off the glass. The rebound collected by Valenzuela. Manliguez all the way to the cup. No foul called.
See the acceleration? Good pass there.
Oh, but the classic just in time to get back on defense. However, they could not stop J-Boy Gob on the follow.
Oo, and the second chance points of the Giant Lanterns, which we know because of their length. Talagang ayan palagi ang advantage nila.
14 second chance points in the game were all just in the first half here. Santos against Art Roque. The spin towards the baseline. Beautiful maneuver to the basket for Dennis Santos.
The finesse.
Tsaka suwabing-suwabe,
Suabe, oo eh.
Baltazar will try to get that basket back. No, it's with J-Boy Gob. It's now with Kurt Rayson. Shot clock under 10. Roque, short stab, overshoots the mark.
Again.
Offensive rebound para sa Pampanga. Oh, that's stolen by Alan Martin. Rayson tried to give up the foul. Martin to Santos. Dennis, the spin. Look how patient he was in putting up that shot.
Yeah, back-to-back highlight moves coming from Dennis Santos.
Oh, we're witnessing poetry in motion here from Dennis Gabriel Santos, who now has 10 points in this game. Plus 3 rebounds. Baltazar is trying to engage him in a scoring duel here.
Oo. Imagine doing it na knowing na every time he gets that basketball at the post, yung defense nitong Valenzuela Classics, nagda-down into 2-3 zone. Pero yung pasensya eh. Oh.
The zone doesn't look like it's working. It doesn't bother him one bit. He has already eclipsed his total from last game. That's 10 points in the game now para kay Baltazar after only scoring 6 points, but he did hold down 23 big rebounds against the Quezon City Toda Action party list.
Oo. And with the way things are going, mukhang first half pa lang magdo-double-double na to si Justin.
Aside from the 10 points, he has 8 rebounds. Mike De Los Santos, unang salta sa laro na to para sa Valenzuela, almost crashing in to referee Jojo Belnas on that baseline. That's another turnover, only the second of the game para sa Valenzuela, all coming here in the second quarter. Ball tap from behind, Garcia recovers. Baltazar from the drop pass of MJ Garcia. Biggest lead so far in this game for the Giant Lanterns at 5, 37-32. Valenzuela needs to score here. They want to avoid being down by large margin against the defending champions. You know how Pampanga is so good at taking care of leads. Santos, the step back, that looks short. Kurt Rayson trying to dance with Alan Martin. They go to the corner.
Yes,
Roque will take it and make it.
And you know what? This is what's good with Roque. He will not take that many shots, okay, but the efficient one. And most of the time, pumapasok talaga.
A member of last year's NCAA Mythical 5 and also the NCAA's most improved player, extending this Pampanga lead to 8 points, 40-32.
You are still watching the Mpbl Preseason Invitational. Maganda ang simula ng preseason ng Valenzuela. Coach John Velasquez pointed out their good defensive schemes nung first game. But then that will be put to test today. Although they noticed na medyo rough pa ang Pampanga, ito yung opening na nakikita nila. The Giant Lanterns are great individually but kailangan pa ng chemistry. Kaya sabi ni Coach, hindi pwede manggigil. Keep the patience in terms of offense. Lalo na ngayon, they have to think na parang try out itong preseason. Kailangan nilang magpakitang gilas dahil hindi pa final ang kanilang lineup. Meron pa daw silang surprise players this coming regular season. Well, I love surprises. Do you like surprises, Javi and Coach Louie?
I definitely want to find out what they have in their bag. And I'm sure knowing Congressman Eric Martinez, the way that he played last year in coaching his squad, now that he has this kind of team in the preseason, he could only tell that it's nowhere to go but up for Valenzuela.
Oo, actually sa akin malaki nasusurprise na nila tayo eh. Alam mo naman na kung gaanong hindi to yung Pampanga Giant Lanterns na kalaban nila last year. Mas malakas to na Pampanga Giant Lanterns pero competitive yung competitive sila, Javi.
Is still getting his blessing of fire in this game, blocked right away by the interior defense of Valenzuela. But there's a foul called against Valenzuela. That's their third team foul here in this quarter. Mpbl, who scored 2 3-point baskets in the opening frame, has now come back into the game. Another foul. That's going to be on Nim just as he checked in.
And you don't do that versus a player like Jeff Biernes. He can sell that call.
What gives you the idea that you're going to be able to outsmart a player like a Jeff Biernes? Still to the cup, still no good. Santos looking for someone to pass to. They get it to Alex Mohammed. Mohammed for 3. 2 3-point buckets now in this match. Magkasing total na sila ni Mpbl from the outside. Lead of Pampanga is down to 5. Still to Egilos. Still wants it against Daryl Manliguez. He gives it up. They go to Viernes free for 3. And why not? Lead back up to 8. 43-35.
Yeah, you know, if si Jeff Biernes ang nagtitake ng 3-pointer, parang napakadali shumot ng 3-pointer, Javi.
Hindi lang pag-shoot ng 3-pointer, coach. He makes basketball look so easy. To refresh everybody's memories, in case you just forgot, he scored 50 points last year. This 3-point shot is brought to you by Extreme One-Stop Shop Appliances. And the way that he scored those 50 points, he outscored the whole Nueva Ecija team at the tail end of the fourth quarter and in those 2 overtimes. As we take a look at the 3-point shooting story between these two squads, 3 out of 10 for Pampanga and 5 out of 12 for Valenzuela. It's actually that outside shooting of the Classic that's been keeping them within striking distance.
Alam mo yun, yung modern basketball na yung mga stretch fours nila, those are the guys that na nakaka-convert ng 3-pointer. Pero imagine ginawa ni Jeff Biernes yung that's double overtime pa, tama?
Correct. A lot of those baskets coming from the free throw line as well. He was 17 out of 19 from the charity stripe. Here he is once again. Back-to-back hits for Jeff Biernes.
Napakadali talaga ng basketball. And imagine, off that zipper cut move, medyo mahirap depensahan yun na Javi kasi odd yun eh.
But here on the other side, he gives up the foul as he found himself disadvantaged in the post. I believe it was against Mpbl.
Kasi if you want to take him out sa game, and let's see this 3-pointer again by Jeff Biernes. You don't go under a shooter.
Too simple of a play right there. That's exactly the play wherein he shot 3 straight 3-pointers last match. That top handoff as Mohammed is sizzling right now from the outside for Valenzuela.
And the kryptonite right now, okay, if you're playing against this Giant Lanterns team, talagang ang ginagawa talaga ng opponent, they're gonna take their chances na having talagang yung mga 4 and 5s nila, doon na lang pinatitira nila from the long range
And here he is again, Muhammad. Heat check. Classic down by 10. Velasco picks that one off. Velasco against 2 defenders. Velasco will score.
And this guy, itong si Velasco, off the bench.
So the production from the bench now starting to pile up after being scoreless in the first quarter. Santos met by the double. Viernes, will he go 3 straight? Yes, sir! Deja vu, I think, is happening here. This is exactly what happened in their last game. 3 straight 3-point shots, but this time it's happening in the second quarter.
Oo. And, the same court.
Santos from the outside, nakabawi dito ang Valenzuela. It's starting to rain threes here inside the Lagao gym.
And this is what we're gonna expect come regular season.
Waiting to be seen by our Mpbl fans. Back-to-back threes by Jeff Viernes and Dennis Santos respectively. 51-43 is the count. Nagbabalik ang iyong 2024 Mpbl Preseason Invitational. 7 out of 15 from the outside para dito sa Valenzuela, while Pampanga is still stuck at 5 out of 12. Jeff Viernes, 3 of those 5 3-point attempts by Pampanga coming from that man alone, and he increases his total with that made free throw. Viernes now in double figures with 10 points. He had 9 in their last game against QC. And got 11 para dito kay Jeff Viernes. Valenzuela last year, just to put things into context, were only shooting almost just 25% from the outside. Today, they're at 46%.
And the guys that's making those 3-pointers are the new guys. Itong si Dennis Santos at si Muhammad.
Lim de la Cruz as well, Coach Louie.
Oo.
Santos, the fall-away jumper. Look at that. He is making look things so easy for Valenzuela.
Now, one thing here, okay, I know some teams are watching kung ano yung ginagawa ni Dennis Santos.
Oh, Santos.
At yung pwedeng magawa ni Kevin Santos also sa fast break.
A block on the board there by Kevin.
I think with Dennis Santos come regular season, teams will not cover him single coverage.
Oh, definitely. I think they will have a mistake in doing that. Raymond Binuya scoring in the inside there para sa Pampanga, establishing that double-digit lead once again para sa Giant Lanterns. Off the ball screen, attacking the drop coverage, freezing the defense, and nailing the shot. That's Raymond Binuya, the longest tenured player for the Pampanga Giant Lanterns. 26.7 seconds remaining here in the first half. Dennis Santos. We're watching poetry in motion here by the former FIBA 3x3 player. 15 points in this game, 7 out of 13 from the field, 4 rebounds and 2 assists. A little bit of everything here for the newest face of the Valenzuela Classic, Dennis Santos.
Oo, you talk about finesse, concentration, and great finishes. Ito yung sino-showcase right now ni Dennis Santos.
2 seconds the difference between shot clock and game clock. Manliga is trying to go quick. The follow is missed by Bolivar. Oh, that's going to be an offensive foul against Egilos. Martinez sold that well. But he's down still on the floor.
Oo,
Looks like he
winded
was
yan.
hit quite solid. Pampanga's trying to argue that it was supposed to be a flop. Coach Pedek Di Matulak and Alan Trinidad on their feet on that sideline. Here's what happened. There's a miss by Bolivar, and then Egilos gets the offensive rebound. Sorry, the defensive rebound. And then there.
So,
That's the right call.
it is. But itong maganda kasi dito kay Martinez, talagang he's just there eh.
He's just gonna play out his role. Here he is against Kevin Santos. Shot clock winding down. Somebody's gotta take it. Dennis for 3, no good. That's a shot clock violation against Valenzuela. 0.2 seconds remaining here in the first half. I'm not sure what's going to happen here. I don't think this is enough time to get a decent shot, but let's see if a miracle is bound to happen. Binuya sieve, even if it went in, would not have counted para sa Pampanga. But still, that marks the end of the fireworks here in the first half of this game between the Pampanga Giant Lanterns and the Valenzuela Classic. Baltazar, after only scoring 6 points in their first game against QC, he has 12 points and 9 rebounds, almost a double-double already para sa kanya.
And again, we're seeing good basketball played by both teams. Itong Valenzuela especially, na talagang pinapakita sa atin na ibang team na kami coming this new season ng MPBL.
Let's see how the second half will unfold. Halftime analysis sa pagbabalik ng 2024 MPBL Preseason Invitational. time now between the Pampanga Giant Lanterns and the Valenzuela Classic. Pampanga, the defending champions of the MPBL, up by 10 points, 55-45. But it was actually a great start by both squads. In fact, Valenzuela had a lead in the early parts of this game before Pampanga put on a show, especially Balti Baltazar, Kevin Santos having that emphatic, authoritative slam dunk on the putback to begin this game.
Oo, and you know, itong Pampanga, consistent with their strengths in terms of rebounding, their plus 19. Fast break points, talagang ito naman yung pinaki-showcase sa atin itong Valenzuela Classic in their games against Jensan Bulalakaw.
12-0 in terms of fast break points sa laro na to. But the rebounding, there's nothing new to that. The disparity, 33-14 right now. Valenzuela has not yet attempted from the free throw line, while Pampanga is 10 out of 12 from the charity stripe.
Oo, you know, credit pa rin yung ginagawang execution and efficiency nitong Valenzuela Classic na talagang no four shots, okay, dinihintay talaga nila na makapag-create at mag-develop yung play para makakuha sila ng high efficient shot.
Valenzuela only averaged close to 40% from the field in their performance last season. Balti Baltazar leading all scorers para sa Pampanga with 12. Jeff Viernes has 3 3-pointers to notch 11. Egilos with 8. Santos with 6. Sa kabilang panig naman, it's Dennis Santos who's leading the pack with 15 points. Alex Muhammad with 3 threes as well. He has 9. Nem de la Cruz with a pair from the outside to get 6, while Velasco has 5 points to wrap up the top scorers for the Valenzuela Classic. Dennis Santos nagbalik loob dito sa 5-on-5 after spending a number of years in the FIBA 3x3 circuit. And we talk about how his game has developed in terms of his individual skills, the way that the game has slowed down for him here in the 5-on-5 edition.
Oo, talagang it slowed down. And again, it's really nice to watch him play. And tulad na sinabi ko kanina, most likely teams come regular season will not defend him on a single coverage.
Well, ngayon pa lang, he's proving to be a nightmare defensively for this Pampanga team. Already eclipsing his average from the last game. He had 13 points against the Jensan Bulalakaw. Third quarter now underway. Kurt Rayson spots from the outside. Offensive rebound na naman dito ang Pampanga. Renz Alcoriza, his first game as a Pampanga Giant Lantern this afternoon. Missing from the outside. Balti, another N1 opportunity for the reigning MVP.
Oo, plus 2 points, plus 1 rebound. And again, the second chance points. That's really giving itong Valenzuela Classics problem.
Baltazar faking out 2 defenders en route to that basket. Just missing on the three-point try. Martinez could not chase that rebound down. It's going to go back to Pampanga.
And I hope itong Valenzuela will not be complacent na knowing na nakapag-compete sila against our defending champions. They still need to fight. They still need to play really good, very good.
They're very much in this game still. Dennis Santos is joined in the starting lineup by Jeric Diego, Nem de la Cruz, Daryl Manliguez. At itong big man nila na si John Paul Martinez. A miss from the outside by Diego. Baltazar is ahead of the pack. Dennis Santos interrupting that pass. Lead is a dozen here for Pampanga, 57-45. Biggest lead of the game for them. With the Giant Lanterns, they're beginning this third quarter with Encho Serrano, Balti Baltazar, Matt De Leon, Kurt Rayson, and Renz Alcoriza. Kurt from the outside, still no go. He has struggled from beyond the arc this afternoon.
Oo, medyo nanggigigil pa si Kurt Rayson eh. But we know what he's capable of.
He's a very streaky shooter. It only takes one basket for him to heat up. Well, let's see if he can get his share of the offensive load as the third quarter progresses. Martinez gets it to Dennis Santos. Shot clock at 8. Santos From the elbow, Dennis Santos kissing it off the glass.
Oo, you know, yung perimeter game ni Dennis Santos, outstanding eh.
And coming off the dribble, those are very tough shots to hit. Rayson on the bounce. De Leon almost walked. De Leon locked, but there's a foul against JP Martinez.
Oo, it is.
That's number 4 now on Martinez.
Oo, you're gonna like yung aggressiveness and activity niyan on defense. Medyo maganda rin yung timing on blocking shots eh. Pero again, ngayon alam niya na yung tiwalang ibibigay sa kanya at alam niya na kung gaano kahalaga siya sa rotation ni Coach Jana Velasquez. So, malaking bagay ito.
That prompts Valenzuela to field in Marlon Rico for the first time in this game. Baltazar up close. De Leon with a follow.
And again, the length of this Pampanga Giant Lanterns team. Pinag-uusapan natin yesterday when we saw their lineup. 9 frontline players.
They just continue to pound it inside the paint. Overly aggressive on defense was Matt De Leon.
And when we talk about the frontline players, Javi, these are 6'5", 6'6", 6'7" guys.
At hindi lang basta pucho-puchong players ang ipapalit mo kila Balti Baltasar at Jamo Egilos. These are very capable big men with the talent. Sabi mo nga, the height also to match the best big men in the league. Wico, fishing, getting the foul.
Oo. Dapat in-attempt na ni Wico eh.
Yeah, that could have been continuation, pero binabaan niya agad eh.
Oo. And ito sila Matt De Leon, sila Ronan Santos. Even if you give them a little playing time, alam, magko-contribute pa rin eh. Kasi maglalaro pa rin dun sa ability nila eh.
De La Cruz, Rayson is on him like a leech. Nem, baseline to Jeric Chego. Beautiful play by Valenzuela. De Leon. Defense right there for Valenzuela. Good challenge on the recovery for the Classic.
And again, the De Leon Baltasar connection, which we saw at the start of the last season.
A lot of dunks between those two guys, but also a lot of three-pointers from that man last season, Daryl Manliguez, bringing his team to within 8, 60-52. Baltazar sporting Kobe's 6 shoes here in this game. The Grinch and the reverse Grinch. Baltazar able to score once again, this time on a sweeping hook shot.
And you know, the maturity of Balti, he's scoring against a zone. Eh usually, di ba, pag ball gets to the post, tapos nag-zone up yung kalaban, ginigive up talaga ng big ban eh.
Oh, yung nakakatakot dito, Coach, is Pampanga just really dominating games all on their talent, at least for this preseason Invitational. What more when they get so much more organized and they get into the system with a good flow.
Oo.
Alcoriza gets it to Serrano. Serrano could not lose Manliguez. He eventually does, short on the one-hander. Diego and Justin Baltazar caught in an arm lock on that left side of the court. You rarely see Balti retaliate to stuff like that. He usually takes so much punishment, does not react. At that time, almost landing an arm on Jeric Jego.
Oo. Alam mo yon, he will not react, pero minsan pag hindi na siya talagang, kasi hindi naman siya nagre-react, pero hindi siya nila-let go eh. And that's the only time na, syempre, etong si Balti, being a competitive guy, will stand his ground.
Here's what happened. This was the move by Serrano. There you see Jego and Baltazar already engaged in a struggle for position. What's the call going to be? I believe there was a foul on Jeric Jego, but no call was meted on Balti Baltazar. We're going to have to double check that, but it's going to be Pampanga basketball. Yeah, only a foul on Jeric Jego. No whistle blown against Balti Baltazar, and that
And this is what I like with MPBL. Just play continues.
It's not Pampanga basketball. It's with the Classic right now. They're down by 10. Santos, back to Diego. De La Cruz on the handoff. Nem from the outside. That time it's short. One and done possession for Valenzuela. Foul against Alex Muhammad.
It is a clear one.
Both teams already above the limit. Under 6 minutes to play here in the third quarter. This assist of the game is brought to you by Buenas. De La Cruz connecting with Jeric Diego. Diego wheeling on that baseline and dealing Pampanga a basket underneath.
Again, not giving up itong dalawang koponan na to. Pero yung both teams are already in penalty. Siguro ito makaka-attempt na sa free throw itong Valenzuela Classics kung pa-foul na itong Pampanga Lanterns.
Yeah, still at this point, no free throws made and no attempts para dito sa Valenzuela. Matt De Leon takes care of business at the line, 64-52. Muhammad directing traffic here for Valenzuela. He says it should go to Daryl Manliguez. Manliguez assessing the defense. High looper, no good. Diego with the offensive rebound. And now a chance to go to the line for Valenzuela, courtesy of Jeric Diego.
You're gonna like the activity nito ni Muhammad, no? So, aside from na kaya niyang maka-convert from the outside, nakita mo yung involvement niya to regroup and organize yung five nila.
This free throw by Jeric Diego, which he just missed, is brought to you by Extreme Appliances, ang subok at kompletong appliance brand ng Pilipinas. Officially 0 out of 1 from the line ng Valenzuela. Their first attempts in this game, 0 out of 2 from the charity stripe.
Oo.
Serrano to Baltazar. Into their set here is Pampanga. Rayson rejects the screen. Rayson all the way to the cup.
Oo, gustong-gusto na talaga kanina pa sineset up ni Kurt Rayson yung play na yun eh.
This opens up the biggest lead of the game for Pampanga, 66-52. Santos has been silent here in the third. Diego fakes the handoff, gets it to Muhammad. Alex for three, no good. De La Cruz soars for that rebound, and he will go to the line for 2 shots.
What this Val Classics is doing right now is, ang tawag namin dyan, coaches, inverted attack. So let's see this Kurt Rayson layup first.
Great finish with the left. Excellent gather as well para dito kay Kurt Rayson.
Oo, kasi off that UCLA backpick, talagang you're not gonna switch that. So either or, kung sino yung malilibre or will be on a better position.
Let's bring in Andrea Andisha for a report.
The best player last game for Valenzuela, Daryl Manliguez, told me na hindi lang puro basketball ang kanilang team. Marunong din daw silang mag-enjoy. Sa katunayan, kahapon daw nag-swimming sila dito lang sa Gensan. Reward ng kanilang team owner na si Sir Voltaire Ora. Celebration na may pagka-team building na rin daw. They left around 12, had a great lunch together, nag-swimming nung medyo malilim na, and went back to their hotel to get some good rest for today's game. Bonding times like this are indeed important for a team. It deepens their relationship. That reflects inside the court. Javier and Coach Louie.
Thank you so much, Andrea. This is really a time for them to extend the goodwill that they've been given, and a time for them to build on their relationship to be able to have something good to build on come the regular season.
Oo, and talagang part yan ng process, the shared moments. Because those are the things that you're gonna cherish. What a finish there.
Viernes could not hit on the scoop shot. Nem De La Cruz short. Pampanga on the counter. Viernes from the outside.
It was 1 white shirt versus 3 red shirts.
She's not going to be afraid to take that no matter how disadvantaged they are in terms of numbers. Once he's free, he's going to take it. Manliguez against the platoon of white shirts inside. He'll take on Jeff Viernes at the post. Egilos is there to help. Diego is fouled from behind by Ronan Santos. This three-point shot of the game is brought to you by Extreme One-Stop Shop Appliances. Jeff Viernes, his fourth three-pointer of the game. 14 points in the game para sa kanya.
Parang layup eh.
Meanwhile, the free throws for Valenzuela have not come easy. Jego has not been able to hit from the line. He's 0 out of 3. 0 out of 4 for Jeric Jego. Bolivar with the offensive rebound. Scoop shot is no good. Roque balik dito sa laro para sa Pampanga. Garcia will direct traffic. Santos is left with a lot of space. He attacks. Baited by the defense of Alex Muhammad. The pass to forward for Dennis Santos.
Again, medyo nakikita mo na dun sa body language ng Classics na yung fatigue is starting to sink in.
Viernes gets the pass, launches for 3, off to the left. Santos ahead, look at MJ Garcia, jump for that pass. Here he is setting up Jamo Egilos. Egilos caught from behind, he's gonna take 2 shots. Egilos in this game with 8 points and 6 rebounds. I'd like to take this opportunity to greet the VIPs of the Pampanga Giant Lanterns, namely Senior Deputy Speaker Congressman Dong Gonzales, team owner Aurelio A.G. Gonzales III, the Gonzales family, City Councilor Brenz Gonzales, Senior Board Member Mika Gonzales, their head coach, Governor Dennis Delta Pineda, Vice Governor Lilian Nanay Pineda, Board Member Mylene Pineda, and Mayor Esme Pineda. 17 free throw attempts in this game para dito sa Pampanga. Oh, Egilos missing on the second. 69 to 54. 15 points ang kalamangan dito ng Pampanga. Alex Muhammad faced up against Ronan Santos. Bolivar now, he's playing the 3 spot for Valenzuela. Santos wants it. He's been matched up with Art Roque since the first half. Santos, a little hesitation. The fake. Santos is not biting.
Yeah, especially up against that 2 athletic guards ng Pampanga Giant Lanterns. Si MJ Garcia and Art Roque. Talagang medyo magi-struggle na si Dennis Santos dun.
Only 2 points so far here in the second half after scoring 15 in the first 2 quarters. Viernes rushes to the basketball. Egilos finally gets it to him. Jeff working on Daryl Manliguez. He kicks it out. Roque could not hit from the great beyond. Another fumble by Brian Bolivar. We've seen a number of those instances in this game by Valenzuela.
Twice already it happened with Bolivar and Martinez.
Trazona has checked into the game for the first time for Valenzuela. They continue to be down by 15. Egilos attacks Jeric Jego. Jamo trying to use his height to no avail. Manliguez, what will he do? Was not called for a travel. Under 2 minutes to play in the third. Viernes, catch. The pass to the corner. Roque for 3.
Yeah. Favorite spot. And with Roque, he's just waiting for the points or the game come to him. He's just there defending. He's just there being a floor spacer. Pero pag may opportunity, ayun, he's gonna take.
Bolivar, sorry miss. After that great pass by Ryan Trazona. But Brian Bolivar, I believe, was half from behind. That's why he'll go to the line for 2 shots. Jameson Hero will check back into the game. This is the 3-point shot of Art Roque. Second basket of the game for the former Perpetual Help standout. Set to transfer to Moralia in the coming NCAA season, but he will of course still serve his 1-year residency before he is eligible to play for the Letran Knights. A lot of transferees to the Letran side. What can you say about this? Are you happy with that, Coach Louis?
Oh, hindi ko pa naman sila pinoproblema. Siguro next year pa. And again, imagine these guys after 1 year of gaining experience here in the Mpbl, definitely will just a better player.
Jeff Viernes is a better player than most here in the league, scoring on another basket. This time, it's inside the arc, a floater in the lane. Muhammad will try from 3. He was lucky in the first half, could not hit on that occasion. Trazona, shot clock winding down para dito sa Valenzuela. Hero, a one-on-one king in that part of town. He's picked off here by MJ Garcia, who gets all the way to the basket.
And you know that guy's defense. One of the key players na talagang really did deliver for Coach Gov Delta in their campaign last year.
Heavily criticized for being an absentee offensive threat, but he has also polished that part of his game last year. And he continues to get better with still maintaining that very aggressive defensive play. Jeff Villanes floating it up over Alex Muhammad. And then here the steal by MJ Garcia. Clean swipe. And then the left hand finish graciously to the ring. The lead is now 21. It has ballooned here for Pampanga. 21.5 seconds remaining. Bolivar cuts it to just 20. Possibly could be just 19.
Slowly, you know? Especially big third quarter for the Giant Lanterns.
What has been the main thing that has turned things around for Pampanga in this quarter?
Oh, hindi, you know that during the first half, you're still fresh. Again, it's not easy battling with this kind of team that, you know, yung front line nila, hindi nagbabago yung laki. Then you really need to put always that effort.
Chef Viernes, another shot from the outside. The Magician getting another bucket para dito sa Pampanga.
Oo, tapos you're gonna see Jeff Viernes shooting 3-pointers as easy as like that. Talagang parang nasa-suck in yung energy nyo eh. Nakakawala talaga ng lakas yan.
Just like how we talked about how John Wilson will not have back-to-back low-scoring outputs, I think the same can be said para kay Jeff Viernes, who now has 19 points in this game. They're up by 23 as we enter the fourth and final quarter. Jeff Viernes, 19 points in this game after only scoring 9 yesterday against the Quezon City Toda Action party list. What a performance from the man who just scored 50 points last year against the Nueva Ecija Rice Vanguards.
Oo, and since from yesterday, no, mas maraming sa preseason natin, mas maraming 3-pointer na attempt itong si Jeff Viernes kaysa sa 2 points.
Third quarter was very crucial after Pampanga was down by just 10 after the end of the first half. Pampanga zooming on over to score 24 points in that third period and limiting Valenzuela to just 11 to open up this 23-point advantage.
Oo, and seeing the quarter scoring, ito yung team, parang yung naging story nitong larong to was the same na nag-istorya na itong Pampanga Giant Lanterns nung last season. Talagang from an offensive team, nung tinapos nila yung season, one of the best defensive teams.
79-57, still a long road para dito sa Valenzuela if they want to come back. Still could not hit 0 out of 3 in this game. Hero able to score. Some pressure defense being applied here by the Classic. Hero, short stab, short as well.
And look at Kevin Santos.
Ooh, that's a foul. Mike De Los Santos stopping the fast break.
No, especially these three, no? Itong si Hero, si Taranza, talagang Trasona, sorry, I stand corrected there. Ito yung mga pesky defenders nitong Valenzuela Classics.
Hero with the unenviable job of trying to shackle Echo Serrano. There's a foul away from play. It's gonna go against Brian Bolivar.
Yeah, defending that zipper cut, we call it the zipper cut. You really need to position yourself correct, or else talagang most of the time ganun yung mangyayari, hahatakin mo yung offense eh.
Corteza off the curl, getting a basket. That's his second field goal of the game. At meron na namang tawag dito. Kevin Santos and Alex Muhammad getting into it. Coach Benedict Di Matulak calling his players back to the bench. Santos will be teed up here for unsportsmanlike behavior. That's number 2 laban sa kanya. Bolivar will come out of the game for Valenzuela. Dennis Santos nagbabalik dito, just a short rest on the bench. The Classic trying to make one last run here to make this game competitive. This might just be the point where they can turn things around.
Oo.
Trazona misses the technical free throw. Valenzuela is 5 out of 13 from the line. This is what happened. And I think after siya pinalakpakan ni Alex Muhammad, dun siya may sinabi. Hindi natin makita from that angle kasi nakatalikod siya. At those two have been going at it.
Now, he got, na-replace siya, sayang. Again, yung antics na yan, minsan talagang hindi naman kailangan eh.
He's been playing well in this game. 6 points and 7 rebounds.
Started really well. May follow-up dunk pa.
Muhammad crossing over Matt De Leon. Muhammad all the way to the basket. Could not hit. Serrano looks ahead. Stops and pops for 3. And still the offensive rebound. The clean swipe from behind. Coming from Dennis Santos. Hero gets the 2 points. Lead down to 20, 81-61. Oh, nobody guarding Matt De Leon, and that's a slam for Matt.
And it's been a while since we saw seen that.
Yeah, I don't think we record how many dunks each player has, pero I'm pretty sure it's at least 10 for Matt De Leon and maybe around 20-25 for Balti Baltazar as Jameson Hero scores on back-to-back hits for the Valenzuela Classic. The lead back down to 20 points. Under 8 minutes to play here in the 4th quarter. Let's take a look at that one-handed flush by Matt De Leon. That's his first dunk of the game. 7 points para sa kanya. Magbabalik ang Mpbl Preseason Invitational. Serrano, 11 points, 5 rebounds, 8 assists, and 2 steals. Great all-around performance across the board para sa kanya. More from him coming from Andrea Andicio.
Panalo pero hindi masaya, yan ang sabi ni Coach Pedic Di Matulak regarding their win yesterday. Magulo pa raw sila lalo na sa depensa and they are still finding the right combination inside the court. Sa lalim ng bench nila, they expect the boys to give their 100% and make use of their given time para ipakita ang galing nila not just individually but as a team player. Kung mapapansin nyo, Balti did his part as their big man but only scored 6 points dahil sabi ni Coach, walang bola si MVP. Sabi ni Justin, hindi pa raw kasi nila basa ang isa't isa. Ayos daw yung 1-2-3 nila pero nagkakapaan pa raw sila ni Egilos. They're both promising players but they need a better connection. Gentlemen?
Thank you, Andrea. I was actually sharing a very short conversation with team consultant Alan Trinidad at the break. And di pa sila talaga nakakapag-practice ng marami. Barely a week after they came home from Japan for their trip. Kaya naman, chemistry really a big issue para sa kanila. That's why it's scary when they finally are able to solve that problem. It's gonna be dangerous for the whole league.
Oo. Imagine, like the 5 playing right now, itong si Estil and Miggy Corteza, these are forwards na kino-convert nila into guards. And these are lengthy and athletic players.
Here's Estil against Dennis Santos, could not hit that jump shot. Trazona looks up. They're down by 20. Ryan to Hero. The short stab off the glass, no good. The Giant Lanterns looking to set things up here. Definitely no need to rush. Shortly approaching the halfway point of this penultimate quarter. Corteza, the ball fake, push shot. He just loves that.
Yeah, alam mo yun, yung first year namin sa DLSU ni Miggy, I think those are the shots na talagang he really had work on. And in dividends ng kanyang investment sa shot na yan.
So na-handle mo pa siya?
Yeah, he played, mag-teammate sila ni Balti when I was still coaching the Green Archers.
Alright, so this is a reunion of sorts para sa kanila.
Oo,
So pati
actually,
si
tatlong
Enzo
yan.
ba?
Oo,
Oo,
tatlong yan. J-Boy, kaya si J-Boy hindi na nila inabot. Pero yeah, si Justin, si Encho, and Miggy play together.
Alright, thank you for that bit of information, Coach. Pampanga is still up by a big margin here, 23 points. But that's an interesting story. The reunion of Encho Serrano, Miggy Corteza, and Balti Baltazar. I'm gonna try to ask him how that feels. Maybe kind of a full circle moment para sa kanya, especially because he did move on from the LaSalle program to go to their sister school in the NCAA, College of St. Benilde, and that's where he made his mark.
Oo. Nag-abot pa sila for a year ni yung apat na yan. J-Boy, Justin, Encho, short while lang with J-Boy, then Miggy, yes.
Okay. So siguro nasa plano nga naman talaga yan. Maybe yung dalawa pa nga ang nagrekomenda kay Miggy tsaka kay J-Boy para dito sa Pampanga. Those two bringing different things to the table for the Giant Lanterns. Of course, Corteza is a very scrappy 3-4 guy who, as we've already seen in this game, likes to shoot a lot of hook shots. But the outside shot, Coach, wala pa masyado, no?
Oo, pare-pareho kasi sila niyan eh. Ayan,
Oh my goodness, Mac De Leon with bad intentions right there.
He's back. Again, that's...
Nag-usapan kasi natin yung kulang ng dunk niya eh. De Los Santos, I don't know how you're gonna get that back in any fashion, but he actually still does with those 2 points. But oh my goodness, we're gonna have to see that not once, but twice, maybe even thrice, maybe even 4 more times.
Ayan ang maganda yan. Kay Miggy, look at that one-hander floater. Pare-pareho sila niyan. He has that. Justin has that. Encho has that. Santi Santillan has that.
Oo nga, no? Anong dahilan yan, Coach? Tinuruan niyo ba talaga?
Yeah, we really put premium to that.
So does it follow na sa JRU, tinuruan niyo rin yung mga player niyo ng ganyan?
That's for you to find out.
Okay, I'm gonna be watching more NCAA this season.
Siguro mamaya tignan mo si Marwin.
Ah, sige. Kasi kay AJ, wala masyado nakita eh.
Oo. Medyo challenging lang talaga kay Felix eh.
Viernes on to Matt De Leon. 2 hands for safety, putting Martinez on a poster.
Oo, against Valenzuela's best shot blocker.
Matt De Leon, you bad man. 92 to 69. And this looks like it's a foregone conclusion here between these two squads, but Valenzuela looking to still fight tooth and nail all the way until the final buzzer. Dennis Santos only 2 points so far here in the second half.
Oo, and na-control na rin ng fast break points plus 12 yung Valenzuela at the start. Pero in this second half, 4 na lang yung na-shoot nila out of from fast break kasi nga kailangan nilang i-address yung second chance points nitong Giant Lanterns.
22 to 8 in that department. Imagine that in the rebounding story. It's 54 to 30. De Los Santos, a rare opportunity to get an open basket, and he finishes the 2 points. Lead back down to 20. You know what? I'm gonna take what I said earlier about Valenzuela being out of contention here in this game. A stop here and a basket on the other side could actually change things.
And imagine the 3 guys playing right now. Most likely, maybe in 2 years, ito na yung mga players na makakalaro ko sa NCAA. Sunny Estil, Art Roque, and itong si Kevin Santos.
And correct me if I'm wrong, Sunny still has yet to play in collegiate basketball.
Just finished high school.
Wow. Ano ba kinakain ng mga bata ngayon?
And look at his length. Look at his shoulders.
His body looks like it's already ready for the pro ranks. Ano ba yan? Saan ba kami nagkulang dati? Bale, buti na lang nandito na lang ako.
At least,
Referee Jojo Belnas right there.
Kasama ka pa rin naman nila.
Yeah. Naninibago nga ako pag tinatawag akong kuya eh. Dati ako nagtatawag nun eh. What's happening here? JP Martinez being called to the bench. I think he has to wait to check in. Coach John Velasquez trying to sort this out with referee Jojo Belnas.
Yeah, got replaced. Because he got sub. And sa ganyan kasi, you need to wait for at least one possession para makabalik ka.
Jeff Viernes continues his impressive scoring run with a free throw. 20 points now in the game. He's joined on the floor by Art Roque, Sonny Estil, Matt De Leon, and Kevin Santos. Very acrobatic, high-flying 5 on the floor. And you know, I could probably say that for everybody except Jeff Viernes is already a few years removed from dunking at the rim.
Oo, pero ninja rin yan eh.
At saka sumasalpak rin si Jeff dati in his younger years eh. Manliguez gets it on the reverse.
Yeah, kasi Jeff, deceiving eh. Yung height niya, pero I think the wingspan.
Oo, mahaba din.
Oo, iba eh. That's foul.
Santos all the way to the cup. And also, to put this in context as well, this is not their strongest 5, but imagine the damage that this lineup can do with their star players sitting on the bench. So you go up against teams that are not really the strongest in the league and play this 5, they still could blow things out of proportion.
Oo, lagyan mo lang ng leader eh, tulad yan ni Jeff Viernes eh.
Manliguez could not hit on the reverse.
And this guy can throw down that basketball as well.
So much talent.
Pwede nga yung 4 dyan, sali mo sa slam dunk eh. O pwede nga silang 5.
Si Jeff siguro mga 5 years ago pwede.
Oo.
De Leon on the road. Ooh! Come on, Jeff. Matt, why didn't you throw it down? Under 3 minutes to play now. Next game, we're gonna see the South Cotabato Warriors face off against the Manila Stars, and in our main game, we're gonna be witnessing the Quezon City Todo Action party list against the Gensan Bulalakaw. Santos from the outside, he really has struggled here in the second half.
Oo, talagang meron na ring fatigue. And that's one thing na siguro sinabi nga.
All right, we just witnessed a little bit of technical issues, but we're back here. Pampanga still up by a big margin. That's 22 points, 98 to 76. Jeff Viernes continues to try to put points on the board here for the Pampanga Giant Lanterns.
Yeah, and what you're gonna like with Jeff Bernes is siya yung nagtitimon para dun sa apat na batang kasama niya.
He is the most veteran player on the floor here para sa kanilang koponan. Viernes at the line. These are attempts 25 and 26 from the free throw line for Pampanga. Giant Lanterns are now 19 out of 26 from the charity stripe. Jameson Hero, JP Martinez, Alan Martin, Nem de la Cruz, and Carla Velasco, the 5 on the floor for Valenzuela.
And okay, right now, looking at the stats, Javi, okay, I think one positive thing that Valenzuela can look at in this game is they were able to dish 21 assists. Alam mo yun, maganda rin yung kanilang field goal percentage.
Our lucky fan of the game is brought to you by Buenas. So, you know, for everybody who is within the vicinity of the Lagao Gym, I invite you to watch the games here of our 2024 Mpbl preseason invitational. This is day 3. Upcoming games for the Pampanga Giant Lanterns, they will be facing Team Bulalakaw tomorrow to round up their group stage schedule, while Valenzuela will be facing Quezon City tomorrow as well.
So another learning game for this Valenzuela team. And again, the positive, and in this game, we know that how this Pampanga kay Giant Lantern defense, itong Valenzuela, only 8 turnovers in the entire game.
That's something that they can bring into their next matches. Now they have the ability to take care of the ball. It's a matter of hitting shots, especially when it matters most.
Yeah, and in addition to that is staying competitive all throughout. Kasi ayun nga yung nagiging problema. Though it was reported that they still have some players na idadagdag sa roster nila. Pero at least more or less, itong malaking tulong itong preseason na to para mas ma-evaluate nila kung ano ba yung kakulangan pa in terms of personnel.
This is the second straight year they're joining the preseason invitational. And this is a tournament where Congressman Eric Martinez really likes to see what talent he still needs to bring in and what kind of players he can retain in his lineup for the regular season.
Oo, alam mo yun, may goal silang dumating dito. So, alam naman natin na ako, I can say right away on a coach standpoint na panalo yung objective kung bakit ako sumasali sa mga preseason for the Val City Classics.
Yeah, for them it's not really to win all the games, but for them to have a sense of team, to recognize each other's strengths and weaknesses, and to be able to get good habits leading into the regular season. Our player of the game is brought to you by Buenas. In your pick, of course, Coach Louie, I think there was no question.
Jeff Biernes. Talagang, syempre, he's trying to find his role dito sa team na to. But for tonight, really showed up. In terms of, alam mo sa akin, overall, defensively, offensively, especially that three-point shooting.
Fouled out yesterday in that game against Quezon City. Today, he is 6 out of 10 from the field, 5 out of 6 from the line, 5 out of 7 from three-point country. Talking about the magician, Jeff Viernes. The score, 103-80. Pampanga's second straight game. They will be playing another game tomorrow, just like I mentioned earlier, against itong Team Bulalakaw. So, 3 straight games para sa Pampanga in their preseason invitational schedule. Jeff Viernes is at courtside with Miss Andrea Andicio.
First of all, congratulations. Jeff, unang actual na laban mo kasama ang Pampanga kahapon and you only delivered 9 points. Masasabi mo bang nakapag-adjust ka na given that you delivered 21 points with 3 assists ngayong game?
Well, marami pang kailangan naming pagtrabahuan, especially sa chemistry. Okay, so we're just lucky na kahit papano kahapon ng game, nakalusot pa rin kami, nakuha namin yung panalo. And then today's game, nakabawi kami konti kahit paano gumanda yung flow na yung offense namin and defense namin. So hopefully magtuloy-tuloy and yun. And of course, sana magtuloy-tuloy din yung magandang games ko.
Jeff, just a follow-up question. Ano yung nag-push sa'yo na makapag-adjust agad sa Pampanga?
I mean, kinausap naman ako ni Coach Boss Gov Delte kung ano yung talaga yung new role ko dito. So, of course, may adjustment pa rin na ginagawa ko dahil ang dami na naming mga guards. So, kung sino yung magandang laro siguro, kailangan na always ready lang. Kasi kami anytime, sino yung maganda yung laro, siya yung maglalaro ng matagal.
Well, we wish you all the best at sana magtuloy-tuloy yan. Meron ka bang gustong batiin, i-shoutout o pasalamatan?
Of course, yes. Papasalamat pa rin ako sa Lord na nagbibigay ng lakas at strength every game. And of course, thank you kay sa tiwala ng owners and boss, Coach Gov Delta, and of course, Dong, Congressman Dong and families. And of course, binabati ko rin yung family ko. Hello, and sila yung anak ko, 2 anak ko. And then kay Boracay de la Ia family, kila Boss Robert, and M-Trans family, kila Boss Jun Manigera, and kay Koja Pineda and Ian, and yung mga Anala boys, binabati ko rin. And yung family ko pala. Advance happy birthday kay Auntie Neveline, yan, galing sa States. And yun, see you soon. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Once again, that is Jeff Viernes, our Buenas player of the game. Back to you, gentlemen.
Thank God it's Friday. Salamat Panginoon at Viernes at ang player of the game natin ay si Jeff Viernes nga. Up next, we have the South Cotabato Warriors going up against the Manila Stars. Keep it locked in here on the 2024 Mpbl Preseason Invitational.